all I've constantly read from my comment sections and just other people's channels has just been, oh man, the next Duelist Pack is so terrible. There's nothing in there I need. I beg to differ, massively, actually. So this is going to be a video discussing, honestly, the top 5 things you should be aware of that are coming out in this Duelist Pack. Honestly, these are things I'd probably pick up as well if I were you. So don't sleep on this, ladies and gentlemen. You might miss out on something important. Let's dig out into this, shall we? Alright, so Duelist Pack. First, most important card in the set is the Perdue Plant Overtum? I believe it's how you pronounce this guy. He's the thing that requires 3 dark monsters on the field. You're like, oh, why would I need that? Hello, Super Poly? Like, we've constantly seen decks in Japan that play this as a one-of for a Super Poly target. But you also get some other cheeky effects with it. So, gains attack equal to the total original attack of all other monsters on the field with a Perdue counter. Ooh. We might not be able to do that. Just kidding. When your opponent... So, basically, once per turn, you also get one of these effects. So, when your opponent special summons a monster from their extra deck while you control this fusion summon card, quick effect, you can negate the summon and if you destroy that monster. Oh. Well, that's really good, actually. And then if your opponent controls a monster with a Predator counter, you can special summon this card from your graveyard in defense mode. If at any point in time you can find a means to put another Predator counter on something, no matter how your deck might work, congratulations. You got some real free advantage going on there. But this is 3,000 by the way. And why would you not want to abuse Super Poly with this? That's the question that I'm kind of asking right now. I know players are sleeping on this card a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this card eventually get bought out because players were just like, oh, I didn't know that was in there. Nobody told me. And then I'm like, well, we tried to educate you, and you just weren't having it. But Super Poly targets are generically good. I understand that it says on the field 3 dark monsters might not be ideal for certain situations, but why choose this over Starting Venom? Because more options are never a bad thing. Remember, that's what the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really about. It's getting more options really for your bang, and we like that. Now, next on our list of things I'd personally be watching out for is the Dark Spirits Mastery. This was also called Dark Occultism in the OCG, for those of you that are like, oh, it's that card. So, this card is broken, and I don't think we're ever going to see this get fully abused this way in the TCG, but I will say this. We have a very uncanny ability to break older cards, and this is something that you probably should be sitting on. So, it has the discard 1 card, add a Destiny board or 1 level 8 Fiend monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. This card bypasses the limit of Grinder Golem in Japan. This card pretty much also says we're never getting Grinder Golem back. If we had the ability to search Grinder Golem, this card would be like 40 bucks. I guarantee it. Right now, we're sitting at a decent price tag, about $15. It's cheap enough at the point that I'm like, alright, we need to talk about this. So you also get some other things with this. You banish this card from your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, to place any number of Destiny board and or Spirit Message cards with different names from your hand or graveyard on the bottom of your deck in any order, and draw the same number of cards. That's not what we're really here for. We're here for the fact that while this is Grinder Golem abuse, there's always the potential for a new level 8 Fiend. Literally just takes 1 card to break this, and then you'll see this card go up in price. This is just going to be one of those, we should probably be sitting on this for the long run. And honestly, at the point these touch the $10 mark, I would feel a little bit better about it. $15 might be a little bit out of certain players' price range, but this is one of those cards, just in terms of potential over time, 100% this card will push that note, and just be aware of it, ladies and gentlemen. So, gotta give it up to Dark Spirit Mastery. I don't know, just seems like a very good card, in my opinion. Now, next up we have Dark Spirit of Banishment, and we're going to talk about his little brother. So, Dark Spirit of Banishment says, if your opponent's monster attacks, okay, at the start of the damage step, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard to target 1 level 8 Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. And if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculation. Okay. If a level 8 Fiend monster or monsters is sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, except during damage step, you can add this card back to your hand. Oh my, it floats. That's quite great. And then his brother, Dark Spirit of Malice as well. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard to target one level 8 Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. If a level 8 Fiend monster or monsters are sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Hold up here. You're telling me that you gave level 8 Fiends recurability? Oh, that's really cute. Now, one of the big things I saw with this was a really cheeky, I think it was a Lightsworn list or something in Japan a couple weeks back that was playing these two cards as tech choices. Because basically you could just continuously reuse the level 8 Fiend. You know, your opponent targets something, okay. I mean, let's be honest here. You know, Dark Spirit of Malice isn't the best one out of these. Definitely the one for attacks is the better one, but, you know, having one of each of these as cute little techs in Lightsworn was really cute, at least in terms of, you know, the deck idea. Like, you continuously mill through your options as you're going through cards. It shouldn't really surprise you guys that players are looking at these cool, crazy ideas. And you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm playing Lightsworn. Why can't I splash this in? Why do I have to take advantage of this? Because, I mean, it's cute little tech options like this that make Yu-Gi-Oh!, in my opinion. Number 4 on our list here is going to be the Curse Necrofear. Should have been Curse of Necrofear. So, this card cannot be normal, summoned, or set. My favorite clause. Must be special summoned by a card effect. So you can target up to 3 of your banished Fiend monsters. Special summon this card from your hand if you do shuffle those banished monsters into your deck. During the end phase, if this card was in your graveyard because it was destroyed in your monster zone by an opponent's card, special summon this card from your graveyard, and then destroy all monsters your opponent controls up to the number of face-up spells and trap cards you control with different names. Alright, so this is the reverse of Dark Necrofear, essentially. You got those 3 Fiend monsters banished. Let's go ahead and tuck those back on into the deck and bring out our friend here. The good news is our friend is a board wipe. Downside, it's during the end phase. Daddy don't like my end phase effects. If I've learned anything about the game, things like this aren't genuinely great, but this is an ultra out of the set. If anything, for the collector's market, the collectors are going to want this because it's Bakura support. You know, you gotta love the anime when we have things like this, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those cards that gotta just rise in price because of anime hype. So if you acquire one of these, might be a decent idea to either offload it right away if you're comfortable with the price tag, or this is something that you pick up with the general support. This is more towards the lower end of the spectrum for things that I think you should be having out of this set. This was just one of the better cards, just in terms of generic support. Like, it has interactions with the Dark Spirits, but honestly the Dark Spirits are really cute for what they actually go for. So I will say that I like this. And then the last card, really out of the set that I think you should be getting. This is a fan favorite of mine. It's the Earthbound Greater Linewalker. So, reasoning on this. If Earthbounds ever get the chance to do something, this card's going to be crazy. So if you control a Synchro monsters, and have a Synchro monster in the graveyard, well, hi Agripane, nice to see you. You can special summon this card from your hand. Ooh, extenders. During your main phase, you can add 1 Earthbound Immortal monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And if Earthbound Immortal monster is normal summon while this card is on your field, you can make your opponent's life points 3,000. I've been waiting for a turbo deck to abuse this. I kind of have a feeling we're past the point of breaking this card, but this card says make your opponent's life points XX, which I see something like this and I'm like, that's very scary, sir. Like, please don't beat me into the ground, Linewalker. This card's, in my opinion, this card's broken for what it actually does. But in terms of collectability, I have a feeling this is going to be one of the cards to rise in value out of this set just because of what it actually is. It's Earthbound support. Come on, guys. We've seen how expensive those old ultis are. Especially when a lot of people are like, we don't want to buy this set. So I just expect things like this to rise in value over time. So, there's that. Robbie, why'd you not mention the evil heroes or the gimmick puppets? I understand that the evil hero cards are going to be worth a lot of money. I get that. I just don't think it's the best investment to go straight blindly running in at 25 a piece, trying to pick them up. That doesn't feel well with me. This is more of the casual player, pick up one or two of these. It's better for the competitive scene. There are ideas here, and that's what I was striving for with this video. So, at least that's my 2 cents on this. So, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.